It is becoming clearer and clearer as days go on related to Donald Trump's many legal problems and the trials that he is facing, criminal trial that he's facing right now. And he doesn't like the fact, he's raging against one of his lawyers because they're not bombastic enough. They're not a propagandist like the rest of his cohort. This is from the New Republic. Listen to this headline. Trump is now raging at his own lawyer and wrecking a big MAGA fantasy over on Fox News. Even Trump's naps are a power move. The reality is different, and no one knows it more than Trump himself. You see, a few weeks ago, having a rough time with my voice today, a few weeks ago, I talked about how this lawyer for Donald Trump is... Blanche is his name, is a serious lawyer. He's a real lawyer. He's not a TV lawyer like Rudy Giuliani or Alina Habba. He's the real deal. He wants to get a result for Donald Trump, his client. We can make decisions and judgments about whether he should have taken this case. I do all the time, and I think Donald Trump should be really struggling to find good counsel because no one wants to be in bed with someone who wants to end democracy in this country. But that's another conversation. Let's deal with reality on reality's terms, knowing that he is the lawyer. And I talked about the fact that this guy's a former U.S. attorney. He's a former prosecutor. He's a serious man who wants to take this case seriously and provide Donald Trump the best defense that he can. But Donald Trump's not interested in that. Donald Trump is interested in having him be a bomb thrower and a bombastic renegade. Here's the article. Because Donald Trump must always be seen as wielding absolute mastery over his hapless, flailing opponents, he and his propagandists want you to believe his hush money trial in Manhattan has proved nothing but a smashing political success for him. On Monday night, Trump posted a video on social media featuring Fox personality Jesse Waters gushing that his trial may win him the White House. Trump also promoted a video of Fox's Jeanine Pirro, insisting that it showcases his ability to withstand pressure. Other Fox figures have spun Trump's buffoonish outbreaks of narcolepsy in court as proof he's owning the libs. Certain of acquittal, he can do some power napping while showing the trial the contempt that it deserves. Trump himself, however, does not appear to even remotely be this confident, at least in private. The New York Times reports that behind the scenes, Trump has been angrily venting about one of his lawyers, Todd Blanche, ever since the trial began. He has griped that Mr. Blanche, a former federal prosecutor and veteran litigator, has not been following his instructions closely and has been insufficiently aggressive. Attack what the former president sees as a hostile jury pool and attack the judge, Juan M. Merchan. Trump would not be so angry with his lawyer if he thought the trial were going as well as his spinners say it is. Indeed, this saga shows how deeply flimsy the vast illusion that MAGA propagandists have woven around Trump and his legal travails has truly become. This is where we are. Things aren't looking good. Look, do we know what's going to happen? Absolutely not. We have no idea the way this jury is going to come down. We're not privy to the nuance of every little piece of evidence that's being presented. We don't know. We're not in the jury room. But there's a very good chance that Donald Trump's going to go down for this. It's not a foregone conclusion that he's free, that he's been extricated from trouble. And he knows it. The problem is that he surrounded himself, by design, has surrounded himself with Steve Bannon's and Stephen Miller's and a bunch of other feckless, bootlicking, ass-kissing sycophants who will tell him that the sky is green when it's clearly blue, who will tell him that he's winning when it doesn't look good, because their livelihood, their connection to power is predicated upon their proximity to Donald Trump. And if he casts them asunder, if he casts them aside, where are they? They're outside the circle. But it's not going well. And this lawyer doesn't cash his checks because of Donald Trump. He's getting paid now because of Donald Trump. But he's a serious lawyer who's going to try to provide the best defense he can for an altogether terrible client in Donald Trump. Good sign for us, very bad sign for Donald Trump. That there's a crack in the dam, that the illusion is, we've seen behind the curtain now, we know. Enough of us know. Enough of us are connected enough to reality to know what is going to happen here, or very likely what is going to happen. Anyway, I would love to know what you think. We can have a conversation in the comments. As always, that is probably a terrible time, but we all do things that we hate. We go through the world dealing with others. Just participate in the comment section, right? Make sure you're subscribed, and if you want to leave me a voicemail, you can do so at 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily at Dollemore.com. I welcome your participation in this conversation. If you want to help support this work, if you want to help me make these videos, click the join button below. Become a channel member for $2 a month. You can go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I'm trying to rush through this because getting ready to feast on some Ricola, cough drops. Not great. When you have this sound come out of your mouth when you open it, sometimes it's a nightmare. Anyway, follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time, maybe with a less raspy, gritty, grimy voice and throat. We'll see. No promises. I love and appreciate you guys. Be genuine. Take care of one another.